បើអត់មានលុយគេថាមិនបានចាស្រុកខ្ញុំស្គមដូចកុកងើបរត់ចេញទាំងយប់ម៉ែគាត់បានស្រែកហៅឲ្យខ្ញុំបិទភ្នែកខ្ញុំរត់មិនឈប់ខ្ញុំចេញពីស្រុកខ្ញុំស្គមដូចកុកងើបរត់ចេញទាំងយប់ម៉ែគាត់បានស្រែកហៅឲ្យខ្ញុំបិទភ្នែកខ្ញុំរត់មិនឈប់ Far away from home គង់ខ្វល់ឆ្នាំពេកគង់គិតចាំពេកគូគិតថ្ងៃស្អែកនេះគូយកអីគូយកឡានឬក៏យកលុយឬក៏យកពៀនដែលអត់មានន័យសួរហេតុអីសួរហេតុអីគូយកឡានឬក៏យកលុយឬក៏យកពៀនដែលអត់មានន័យ Nigga for fight no time for play no time for fake គ្មានពេលត្រូវលេងអត់ចង់បានរបស់អត់បានការដូចរឿងព្រៃអ្នកជាអ្នកលេងហើយក៏ជាអ្នកដឹកនាំអ្នកជាអ្នកតាតៃបុករូបសំដែងឲ្យសើចដល់ពេលកំសត់វាឈ្មោះស្ទើរលុយស្ទើររឹកគេមើលមិនឃើញទេបានពៀនអត់ពោវាចាញ់នំប៉័ងដាក់សាច់ទេលើនៅមកចង់បានឲ្យយកមក Far away from homeกันได้អូនពេលទៅណាប្រាថ្នាចង់បានអូនគៀកកាយទូងបីអូនមានជំងឺហើយឈឺធ្ងន់យ៉ាងណាบ่នឹងថ្នាក់ថ្នមកាយាធ្វើជាស្រមោលបន្តតាមប្រាស្រី Just wanna say baby I love you បែរមួយនាងទៅសម្រាប់អូនជាយូ I let you in I don't let you move Give me a chance to prove បរមម្នាក់ដែលមានឈ្មោះជាសង្សារជាយាមគប់ចិត្តដើម្បីទៅស្នេហាគ្រប់ពេលវេលាមានតែភាពភ្ញាក់ផ្អើលជូនអូនជូនដល់ស្ងួនអូនមិនមែនលេខ1តែសូមអូនកុំព្រួយបងស្រឡាញ់អូនបងរក្សាអូនបងកើតគ្រួសារតែមួយ You are my best you are my love when you get down បងចាំត្រូវជួយប្រូបេដងបងហើយនឹងរូបអូនបានភ្ជាប់និស្ស័យស្នេហាតែមួយបងនឹងកាន់ដៃអូនទៅកន្លែងស្ងួនប្រាថ្នាមិនថាទីនោះពីបាប៉ុណ្ណាបងនឹងតស៊ូសម្រេចកិច្ចការ Cause you my angel my angel my angel oh 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 Just wanna say baby I love you បែរមួយនាងទៅសម្រាប់អូនជាយូ I let you in I don't let you move Give me a chance to prove បរមម្នាក់ដែលមានឈ្មោះជាសង្សារជាយាមគប់ចិត្តដើម្បីទៅស្នេហាគ្រប់ពេលវេលា
is important now for Pro Esports. Onyx all of a sudden takes control of the game with 3,000 gold as their advantage over Pro Esports. Team, just get out of there. Keller wants this so badly, actually forcing Coily to go in. And look at that, the Throne of Ruin committed. The Eternal Guardian though knocks up 3. Johnny Golden Hour to kind of stop this from happening, but Kyrie is already there to collect some kills. Gets 2. Now sorry, I'm Felix in the middle of it all. They want to fight this. Look at this. They will connect with the stunts, with the crowd control, and Kyrie gets the triple because of that.
This Hirara looks like it has an insane amount of dashes because it can also use the guiding wind, and you mentioned it, Sans. The Eternal Guardian was perfect. It delayed Pro Esports tempo in that fight. They initiated, they thought that they could bait Kelra into a trap with Sorry I'm Felix waiting in the wings with a Throne of Ruin. But it turns out the trap when sprung was a trap for Pro Esports themselves. Now they look to get a win in the bottom lane by maybe getting a cack on Kelra, but then with the info in mid, they realize that they have to back off. Turtle number 3 will go to Onyx. All major objectives so far in this game for them, while Pro Esports have definitely walked into Onyx time, specifically their timers in this game.
I told you, man. Something in Onyx snapped, and it feels like they have understood the meta game after the loss against Team Spirit and their eventual win in the third place match against Team Falcons. They've understood that you really have to be aggressive. Kelra plays differently now. See how he is chasing the Marcel out of nowhere. It actually prompts some reactions for Pro Esports, but now a clash. It seems like.
Could be still way too tanky. This could be really bad for Pro Esports. They haven't used any major ultimates just yet. Onyx. They are trying to bait Pro Esports, but they do not want to bite it. They are just waiting. Because they know if they take a fight at the wrong time, then all of the damage and all the sustainability that Onyx has will just give them a massive L. So now they are doing what they should have done maybe 3-4 minutes ago. Slow things down for Kozen to get farm. He's only level 9 against Kelra's level 11 Paquito gold lane. Another purple buff will fall in the hands of Onyx. Pro Esports, they are just scrambling to try and defend. They get a stun onto Kyrie. Iframe, it's all Onyx.
Even the purple buffs now, and they have already forced that I am you, Eternal Guardian. Now Ludwig catches someone again.
Oh!
Sneaky Parrots, man. Now PPP wants to go for the exchange, but the turret has been taken out again. Suns with the lockup of the golden hour onto the backlines, catching multiple members of Onyx, but in comes the exchange. Kelra! Oh! The punches gets 2! Taking out both Sass well as Coily. And now Kyrie, very aggressive with the help of the Eternal Guardian, attacking some of the turret damage. Holy Shields pop, and Onyx will be happy to collect 3 important kills up top.
Whoa, massive win there for Onyx. Sneaky Barretts. Sometimes it doesn't need to be long range. You can just do it right in front of you. A quick little chomp. And Sorian Felix, his Throne of Ruin, gets sidestep PP. Trying to get to the back and get a little bit more info, but the members of Onyx, their formation is too sharp for Pro to take a fight. They concede the Lord. It's an 8k gold lead. Onyx time at double time.
Oh. It's led by Kelra being very, very aggressive on this Paquito. I'm gonna tell you, he's not playing like this when he was playing Fighter Golden. And no need for a sneaky Barretts, just straight up Daytona's welcome point blank against that Marcel. Now they're chasing Coily. They do have the damage from Kyrie. Coily retaliates a little bit. In comes Kyrie once again. Kelra diving in. And they're just forcing some reactions from Pro Esports for now. Holy Shields popped in the middle as the Lord marches up top.
It's already been popped topside. They got to charge off. Onyx still here, relentless. Don't want to let go of the siege. Sorry, I'm Felix left to deal with a minion wave at the bottom, but Coily gets taken out by Kyrie, who made that look easy. Just dashed right into the base. And Pro Esports, they don't have enough damage. With all the sustainability, another death and is welcome. Point blank on the Sorian Felix. Throne of Ruin, but a golden hour. Quite off time. Didn't really synergize with it. Double kill for Sans of this Vexana. 14-4. And I said it, they could go down in less than 11 minutes. Onyx wins it in 10:56.
Right on the mark there, Renmar. And I feel like we have this confidence in the lineup of Onyx because of the draft. When we said that there's a lot of anti-synergy between the Golden Hour as well as the Valentina, with now the Alice also coming into the fray, there's just so much that looks so disconnected from the side of Pro Esports. I'm sure that they have to look back at the draft and remember that the game really starts with it. The picture of the game already starts with how good you're drafting, and unfortunately for them, their problems in the draft, when we looked at it, was just so obvious and apparent. We saw that before the game started, and when the game did start, we saw how easy it was for Onyx Esports to disintegrate their composition.
that's why we just had that feeling of how disgusting, how nasty the composition that Onyx was able to walk away with was. Everything just turned out perfectly for them. Lutpi yet again showing how great he is with this Barretts. And even though the first blood there fell onto Kyrie and Pro Esports were able to take down the Hirara, just a slight moment of brilliance again by Sans. Secure more crowd control, more kills, and even get the turtle for the team. By Pro Esports winning it early, Onyx stuck to their game plan and made Pro Esports feel it. Team fight after team fight.
There's only one team fight that looked okay for Pro Esports, but even then they had to really scrap, really get a lot of scraps just for them to be able to get some trades up against Onyx. But Onyx, they make it look beautiful. This time, Sans as well as Keyboy looking wonderful in this matchup. Look at this, the Eternal Guardian is making so much work. And when they chase, look at Kelra, how efficient that was, so on target with this Paquito. Then Kyrie will surprise you with this one as he dove in instead. He looked like he will just back down, but then he thought like, oh, I have another iframe moment, so I can eventually take you out afterwards. And with the massive gold lead that Onyx has, everybody can melt against this Hirara.
And they did just that. They really melted under it. Again, at some point, Pro Esports, you could understand why they were aggressive as they were and why they were taking the early fights early, because even then, if let's say they were able to get some wins in the first two turtles and they won in terms of the hero trade, then that's great. It means that they're empowering their lineup to go a little bit faster. It means they're delaying what Onyx could do. But it wasn't really a matter of being able to stop it. They could just only delay it. When you're playing around a Mathilda as your roam that doesn't die and you have a Barrett, you can only delay it, not completely stop it. You yourselves aren't playing into a lot of range. You're playing into a lot of melee as well. I'm talking about the lineup of Pro Esports, close to mid-range, up against a composition that has one long-range option in the Vexana, and then a great close to mid-range option in the Paquito and the Hirara. And add to that, shields for the team, sustainability for the team. If you just look at it in the +1 + 1 + 2 + 3, simple math of it all, the Onyx lineup is better.
Yes, yes. Face value, as we would say. I agree with you. Just the opening is already pretty good. The Pro Esports were tempted to go for the Marcel, as anyone would, honestly. But then again, the answer for both the Hirara as well as the Barretts, it's like trading two very good heroes for one good hero, right? Although Marcel, in specific scenarios, can be very good. But that's the thing, though. Never mind the fact that they gave away 2 meta picks to Onyx Esports in the guise of Hirara as well as the Barretts. When they picked up the Marcel, they should have thought of good combinations with it, so that then their first pick Marcel will be now a really solid pick. Maybe a Eudora to go with it so that they can set up. Maybe even a Kimi with a different jungler that they can pick up, something along those lines. But they pick up very natural heroes, so it felt like they didn't have a good idea of the line of the composition that they wanted to have when they gave away both the Barretts as well as the Hirara.
Yeah, I definitely can double down on that idea as well. So let's see if Pro Esports are going to be able to bounce back from that in game number 2 as Onyx leads the series 1-0. We'll be back after the break.
Guys, I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
See ya.
Bye.
Wait, do you have any more diamonds?
Let me check. Guys, I gotta go too. Oh.
Alright, we'll play tomorrow.
Sige comedy short gamer sige លះមែនវីដេអូហ្នឹងលះសបើមែន
ពូម៉ាក់ឯងទេមួយពូម៉ាក់ឯងហ្នឹងនិយាយច្រើនលេងសើចច្រើនប៉ុន្តែបើថាទៅក្រៅចប់ហើយអត់ងាយនិយាយរហូតណាគេមុនឬមួយក៏ចឹងតែគេមិននិយាយជាមួយហើយយើងភ័យទៀតមិនដឹង reply មួយគេខ្លាចខ្លួនឯងនិយាយខុសនិយាយត្រូវទៀតអូខេមនុស្សខ្ញុំហ្មងតាំងពីដើមមកបាទយីមែនទេគេ
What to do with that big fat butt? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Combinations.
Bài gì bên kia đó trời gì kia đó trời gì kia hút cho bông anh ơi bữa đó còn không mấy chứ chứ hút cho bông mà nó không mày hút cho bông được nhớ đinh đại ra ơi nhớ mình đây tao hút chóp đi em nghĩ mẹ này đây đi cái che phải giặt bởi vì mình gì kia
Con Mr. Press.
bởi mình mua với Mr. Press
Con Chana Ratanak.
yêu mình là vậy nữa Campuchia xin F3 giờ PP rồi ok ní bạn ok rồi con tra thì PP đâu mới ní bài hai bà bài hai
Pro Esports need to go back into the draft drawing board to see how else they can cook their composition to make sure that they can force a game number 3 against Onyx, who doubled down on Mathilda, Barrett, Paquito, Hirara, heroes that love to start off from the early game. Of course, paired up really well by their Vexana in the mid for Sans, who had a terrific game. Welcome back to the broadcast. Group D matches for the second half of the day is what we're covering. And if you're asking who we are, I'm Renmar, and I'm here with Wolf.
we are witnessing a lot of good, I would say, intermediate understanding of the metagame that we have. And I'm saying that because it feels like back in the MSC, it's like almost new, right? We are still cooking. So after a month ever since the newest patch, now we are seeing how teams have developed. And I'm saying this only because there is one kind of playstyle that will ensure that you will win the matches. We did not see that specifically in the second series. Maybe some semblance in the first series, but right now Onyx Indonesia are showing us how it's done, because they are also showing how Team Spirit and Yangon Galacticos made it happen in the championship. It's all about the early game snowball, and on top of it all, two heroes are vital. It's the Hirara and the Barretts.
And we were discussing earlier, it seems like the metagame, as showed off by Yang. Had to show up with objective and macro, and then now we find a balance wherein, yeah, it's snowball, run and gun, get wins early on, but you do so with clear objectives in mind. Yeah. Whether it's because you're doing this so you can cut a wave, disrupt jungle pattern, win an objective, you've balanced the micro brawly style with a lot of macro, and this is what you get. The meta game we find ourselves in as we find ourselves in the draft for game number 2.
Yeah. It's going to be the Marcel as gonna be the just they're so sold into this school of Marcel that they themselves ban it out. But of course that's understandable. Keyboy plays it well. However, this time Hirara banned from Onyx. I think that's a good way to approach this draft, where with the Marcel being banned, the Hirara will definitely be the first pick. So I think the Pro Esports, they're gonna be better off denying the Barretts. I think they should take the Barretts. No, they deny a different hero, which is the Jushin. And what's stopping Onyx from picking up the Barretts once again?
Yeah, nothing, honestly. They could just go ahead and pick it up. Or if they decide to just tell Pro Esports, like, okay, the Barretts is open for us, but we don't care. We're going to get our signature hero onto Lutpi, who ended the his MSC run undefeated with the Uranus. Undefeated, yeah. Completely spotless record on the Uranus.
Yeah, Paquito Barretts might actually be there, or Paquito Uranus. And the reason why I say, it's Beleric. But it's like,
hey, hold up.
Beleric is like Uranus in the Rome role.
Yeah.
With a little bit of a stun. Think about it. Yeah, because...
Yeah, I mean...
Alright, if I'm not mistaken, because I have not played Beleric, all of its spells are also like self-targeted, right?
Just the second skill, the one that he can get the enhanced basic attack that gives him a heal. Self-targeted, it means, it comes out of him.
Yeah.
If that's what you're pointing out.
Yes.
First skill comes out of him. Third skill, Wrath of Giant, comes out from around him. Yes.
Yeah, so it's like Uranus, actually. Which, the only targeted spell is like your second skill, which is a dash also. It's like...
Yeah.
Anyway... What I'm trying to say here is that, the Uranus would have been a really good pick, like you mentioned. But now, you don't necessarily want to pick up the Barretts here for Onyx, because I think it's just overkill at this point. But you can hide the... you can just flex this Paquito up until the end. So I think that you want to pick your Sun's hero here, actually. They can go...
Is Esme open? Can't they go Esme?
But that also means that you kind of reveal that this is a jungle Paquito, right? Oh my goodness, they still pick the Barretts. Of course.
Wow.
Of course.
Think about it. That's a lot of flex. Like, if Pro Esports want to overthink it, Paquito can go XP Gold or jungle. Beleric can go Roam or XP. Barretts can go XP or jungle. You can't completely turn off the idea of flexes.
Yep. You're right, but it's like, let's take a look at the composition of Onyx, the first 3 picks of Onyx, and this sort of proves what we said about them. They're just exposing what the best heroes will be at the meta. It's like Onyx Indonesia continued watching Womi's tier lists.
True.
Of heroes to pick. Get the S plus heroes out there and pick it up for themselves. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. 3 S plus heroes that Onyx were able to get.
Man, that's... Oh... We had a phrase for it. I just can't remember what our exact phrase was in MSC for it. It wasn't highway robbery. I think it will come back to me. They banned out the carry Melissa. Do you think this is a little bit telling that the Paquito might most likely be going into the gold lane now for Kelra? Or are they using it to just bait reactions out?
I think it's for baiting reactions. I think that Yeb is like that. Yeb drops like that. Although CW, of course, is the coach here, but Yeb is there. So, yeah, this definitely is an influence from Yeb. So, that means that they will fourth pick the Sun Zero, right? So that they can keep the flexibility out there for the 4 heroes that they have. So, what will be that hero? Man, if they pick up the Raphael, I'm gonna lose my mind. But I think the safest hero is the again a Vexana probably, or an Eve. But if they pick the then we go for the Valentina against Zushin, I guess.
Well, you got the Crimson Beacon, lots of dashes, the Terrify. I'm thinking if maybe that they're looking for a combo with the Valentina at the center. I mean, I don't think they're gonna go run it back with a Khalid Valen in the middle. So this might also just be, besides it being an answer for the Juicin, maybe they're seeing that there's great options for Pro Esports in the Roam that could potentially have a great ultimate that Sans could steal, and that's what they're blocking. Maybe something like you know what? I really just can't think of one.
Okay. Pro Esports have good answers. You know what? All things considered, I like the lineup of Pro Esports. The Brody is a good pick here because you don't know what exactly you're going to be facing with. So just choose a hero that wins almost all of the lane matchups, especially when the Melissa is already banned by your opponents. And then you have the Minotaur, which completes the dual tanky heroes that you have, dual contact heroes for Pro Esports. So this is, with all due fairness, a good adjustment coming up from Pro Esports. Okay. Now,
Guinevere in the Roam. How do you feel about this?
Is it in the Roam? Because it could be Jungle Gwyn.
No, yeah, it is.
And then go Paquito. All right. I gotta say, the first 4 picks of Onyx, really good. The last pick, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that it's beyond my understanding. This is more of an Onyx thing, right? Carl TZ, when he went back in the Philippines, he went live and he practically lost his brain on how there is no late game insurance for the teams, but yet they keep on winning. And this will definitely grind Carl TZ's gears if he sees this composition. No marksman, no late game, purely early to the mid. It's really strong though in that stage of the game. And my God, do they have stuns.
What is early game? What even is MLBB today? Just non-position of Onyx and you'll see it. Aggressive trading to start things off in the middle. Kibo and Sans. This Belleric and this Valentina together against the Minotaur and Juicin. I'm sort of feeling though like that Valentina also came out somewhat blind, but they knew most likely. I have the strong feeling that they knew that the Minotaur was just coming out. It would have answered their lineup really well. Now theoretically, just looking at looking at the best heroes in the room. Now you can get yourself a good old nice Minoan Fury. You can just pop off at any time that you want, countering the dive and the engagements a pro wants to do, creating a little bit more space. Maybe this Guinevere, with all the crowd control now that they have for the row mid trio, maybe it's really just like all utility. Like it's just a knockup machine. It's a keep myself alive so I can get objectives machine. And then it's really just all for Kelra and Lutby. This is a lineup maybe for the side laners to thrive.
I think the misconception about the Guinevere is that it doesn't have the damage, but in the early stages and on the right targets, actually, if you knock up the right person and you have the right people around you, right heroes around you, you can actually easily take out targets, even when they're tanky enough. As long as you target someone that does not have MR and chose to go for the armor, even when it's like a roamer or if it's an XP lane, you can actually take it out. And of course, traditional assassins and mages are food for you. So do not be deceived. This lineup coming out from Onyx has a lot of damage, but more so in the early stages.
Oof. Oh my. That got paused in the middle of the fight as the ultimate of the Valentina cosplaying as a Minotaur went off. Mid-team fight, and it looks like Onyx was gonna win that one too. Because heading into this turtle, you see that members of Pro Esports decided to go down to the bottom lane to gank that Barrett. But that's a Barrett, you're fine. So you're seeing a little bit there of the brilliance of the matchup and the composition that was picked up there by Onyx. And then with that happening, you now go back into the turtle pit where you see the members of Onyx realize, oh wait, yeah, it's easy for us to just go ahead and move forward. Looks like we're about to get ready and just hop in just a moment. You can see our marshals on screen right now helping out the members of well, we can't assume that it was Pro Esports that called for the pause. We have no idea who called for the pause here, but I'm pretty sure it was serious enough that they had to pause it in the middle of a team fight. We have to go through this animation before we can start it off. Oh, when we go in, there's already going to be bodies falling, and there are. Kyrie gets the turtle. Coiley's the one who gets taken out here by Onyx, and another death as welcome. Ludwig on point, still with the Barretts, takes down the Minotaur. Sharp execution by Onyx to start things off.
And now they will collect more. Taking away the jungle of Pro Esports. Lutpi, because of the big guy passive, actually puts this Crabber very low. And no matter who gets those two jungle creeps, it's okay for Onyx, because what matters is that it's taken away from the Nolan, which we know has to snowball as well. The death on the Nolan is going to be problematic. Kelra tanks the torn apart memory like a boss out there. They're going to survive this Brody lane. And everything is looking really good for Onyx. Oh, man. Talk about meta game. Talk about early game. Onyx just have Pro Esports number this time.
Kozen gets destroyed by Kelra and Kiboy up top. That warranted the use of the Wrath of the Dryad and the Flicker as well from Kiboy so that they can take the Brody by surprise. Already the bottom, sorry, I'm Felix struggling against Lupi and Kyrie together. And you talked about it, where people often underestimate the damage that can be dished out by a Guinevere. Well, if the Guinevere has a great early game and it starts getting the concentrated energy real quickly, and then it can go ahead and get that Winter Crown combo with it too, if we're really running it back to the peak of Guinevere from just a few months ago, then yeah, watch out for that. Pro Esports have to find a way to level things out, and it's tricky. You try to dive the Paquito, it will survive and deal damage while taking down with you most likely, or he just gets away. Kyrie finds a jump and the burst and the combo. Majority of that health bar went down in the hands of the Guinevere, while it was the Paquito that finished it off. Look at the damage on the Kozen. This does not look good by 4Pro. Onyx is winning everything.
Yeah. Oh, Keyboy, out of nowhere! Oh my goodness! And they have taken out Kozen. Where did Keyboy come from? We did not see it because the camera wasn't focused on that one, but that was definitely a surprise for Kozen. From the back, a giant tree sneaks up on you. I don't know what you're gonna do with it too.
What is this meta? How are big dinosaurs and a massive tree sneaking up on people? Kiboy walked through the elbows, it looks like, and there's another death and as welcome committed there by Luffy, not even using the flicker. The full-on combo onto one. They take out the Uranus, but the slow creeping tide of a snowball from Onyx looks unstoppable as Kozen is stuck under tower. PP's gonna try to help him. He commits a flicker to get out. Saz does have the ultimate of the Minotaur, but they're happy with that. They'll get the tower and push the Brody back.
And they're even slowly taking it so that Kozen will spend even more time and deny 2 minions away from him. Onyx just taking everything away from Pro Esports. 5,000 gold lead at this point. gonna be fishing for more kills up top or even a push, but look at Kyrie. Kyrie fights Coily. Actually misses the spatial migration, so it has to back off for now.
Yeah.
But Loopy, the sneaky dinosaur, not gonna land. All right, Coily actually notices it.
Yeah, good read. Sorry. Oh, counter finds Cozen again. Off cam, up top. The snowball continues. Onyx are relentless out of the box, but this is the box we find ourselves in now.
Yeah.
With Paquitos, fighters. There's so many names that you could call this meta, but right now this is just busted. Look at this. Detonus, welcome into the spatial migration Violet Requiem. This is a demolished job by Onyx, and Lutby gets away with a flicker.
What a pass coming out from Lutby. The alley-oop, the lob to Kyrie. And that looks so seamless coming out from Onyx, and it's just 6 minutes and 33 seconds. At some point, Onyx, you gotta stop. They're already dead. However, Renmar, this is the composition that they built. This is exactly what they wanted to achieve, and they're doing and executing perfectly. And I think that even with this kind of lead, Onyx has to play like this, because otherwise they will lose in the latter portions of the game where the protein and all will be a problem to them. So if anything, Onyx are just playing correctly this game, and they have understood that this is how you should play MLBB right now. Just be aggressive and just snowball out of control.
Is it time to call it the snowball meta? What do we call it? It was the unstable meta, but things are slowly starting to stabilize. But then it also feels like it's really just dependent on what team you're up against, what kind of team you're up against, the personnel, because we've seen lineups like these from Onyx and other teams crumble against similar ideas to the lineup that Pro is playing. But you cannot deny the fact, bigger and better wins in the early to mid games mean a high possibility of you winning the game that you find yourself in. Oh, fight breaks off. Uses the Violet Requiem to punish PP. Sans uses the Minotaur ultimate as he goes away for defensive utility. Sa gets taken down. 2 members of Pro are gone, and Onyx continue to steamroll as they then commit. He conceal play, and Mickey Boy with a flicker, forcing out the flicker. Off goes in. That was a flicker plus a wrap of the Dryad. Pro Esports, you just watch. Sorry, Felix is knocked up and gets comboed, but he uses the Purify to get out of it, and the second skill to dash out under his tower.
Wow. Imagine you're a Minotaur, you're confident that you're tanky, you see a Guinevere, you're trying to chase that Guinevere down. All of a sudden, Kyrie turns on you and actually kills you from 100 to 0. That is, number one, how deceptive a Guinevere can be. Number two, how big the lead was for Onyx compared to Pro Esports, that a Guinevere can put a Minotaur from 100 to 0 in a snap. And also number three, how the meta is being shaped by all these early game heroes. A Minotaur that has a slow ramp, very tanky at first, but then gets slower because of the Flask of the Oasis priority for PvP as they initiate once again.
They find him, Kiboy. Wrath of Dryad split Pro Esports apart in that team fight. A member of Pro is not going to go down, but Onyx do not lose anyone either. Well handled by Pro Esports. Taking into account everything that could have gone wrong there, you're able to stay alive. Kyrie missed the spatial migration jump. The basic attack gets tracked onto Coily, but he's able to just run out of there. Onyx have pushed Pro Esports out from Lord contention. 8k gold lead, it's way too much and way too risky for them to fully contest this.
Yeah. It will take just one Barretts to fend off the entirety of Pro Esports and Suns with the threat of the Minoan Fury. He copied. Kyrie even pops the ultimate for extra down. What?
Huh?
Keller just took out Coily.
He just knocked him out. Right off of our screen and back into the respawn point. This is some quick work that Onyx is able to pull off. Double fighters, but it's just all pain. Oh, Lutby misses the detonus. Welcome there. But that's going to be a punish right off the bat. Spatial migration again. But the response by PPP, he gets to launch off with the Minoan Fury. Here comes Kara from behind and a knockback. I believe that's also from Sans this time, stealing the ultimate off the Minotaur. Goes and falls. 2 members of Pro are gone, and Onyx continue this onslaught.
Oh, they are indeed continuing. Carry when forcing Soria and Felix out, but that's a Uranus. So Uranus survives, but Holy Shields will be taken out. The turret up top will be taken out as well. Kelvin is low, but he put Coily low first. Coily has to run away. No damage from Pro Esports to follow it up with, especially with Kozen being taken out early into that fight. Right now, not available. Sans and Kyrie and Keyboy are pushing in the middle. They don't have a marksman, so it will not be as fast, but they do have the power of the big minions on their side. Taking inhibitor turrets at 11 minutes of game time.
Onyx with the big guy Barretts, with their big minions, proving the age-old adage that size does matter. Size of your fists, size of your damage. There's no way for me to recover. The size of your dinosaur, the bigger it is, the better the result. In MLBB.
In MLBB?
Yeah. Onyx, I cannot... unfortunately for Pro, it's really difficult to see a comeback angle from this. How, like, just running it down, even if they get to take out one, there's so many things that they have to deal with. It's not even, like, instant. It just creeps up on you like, oh my god! Lutpi from downtown with a deathless welcome. I never thought I'd utter those words. Kiboy from the back, Wrath of Dryad. Kozen does not get caught. He gets taunted by a little bit. He gets zoomed out. Pro have lost 1. Onyx still have 5. And Pro have no answer.
Oh! Sun's being taken out, but my oh my, Lutpi, how good. Well, he doesn't have the big guy passive, so he probably was not noticeable. But then again, he didn't even have to pop his flicker at that moment.
Nope.
All he had to do was
the distance.
I guess it's mastery for the Barretts. I think that Barretts players, the pro players that we have, they play maybe the Barretts on screens maybe 8 times in a day. At least. So that means that you know what distance you can cover from one bush to another. So that kind of tells you, because just the distance of the Daytona's Welcome, you have a little bit extra because of how big the model is, and your hurt box, I feel like, is what it's called. The opposite of the hit box.
The hurt box, yeah, the area with which you can receive damage,
or you can deal damage, right? Because hitbox.
Deal damage, all right.
Yeah, so it's like you have your own hitbox. You have your hurt box for each of the skills that you have. So, yeah, again, the Barretts, if you master it properly, you'll know the proper distances where you can reach someone, and Barretts without any stacks is quite sneaky, so it seems.
Yeah. Whew. We might be seeing another caller, a little bit of a nerf, because...
Oh, yeah.
Folks, that Barrett's range is, I'm realizing, is quite crazy, isn't it? Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it might cover either the same or even more distance than the dash of the Phantom Execution of a Lancelot.
Oh, for sure. I think
it
might be the same as a Tyrant's Revenge, maybe?
Yeah, a Tyrant's Revenge.
And that's
already a pretty lengthy skill, and they already nerfed the length of how far you can jump with it too, like a long time ago.
All right. Man, I can't believe how they pull it off. Every single good Barretts player makes it look very easy too. Then it's like in a game, in a professional match, they probably would miss one shot only, one Daytona's only, if not perfectly. They nail every single thing, and on the right targets too. You're able to find junglers, they're able to find mid laners. Sometimes when the target is just the roamer, it's already enough. They know where to hit it as well, so that they can stun multiple heroes. It's like, oh man, it really is the hero of the patch now, together with Hirara.
Oh, Barretts. He's back. Wait until people start trying to bring back X-Borg or something. I don't know, but let's see. 14-2 in the kill score. More than 11,000 in the gold lead for Onyx. It would take a miracle for Pro. But Coily has been able to make miracles all throughout MSA. He might pull it off here today. Look where Kiboy is. Deep into the back. Maybe to potentially force a reaction or maybe a massive conceal play. He'll get Flicker back in 6. Kyrie with a knockup. They find one. The burst damage from the Nolan. The knockup as well this time from PPP. But they get knocked up by the Lord. And it actually helps Kyrie. The knockup as well by Sans. But that's a shutdown on the loot me by Coily. They lose Kozin. It's 2-for-1. And that's a lead for Onyx. They've lost Felix, they've lost Kozin, and they're about to lose their Minotaur. The knockout strike from the Paquito. Pro tried to hold, but Onyx were relentless. Too slow, it's Sonic time. Too fast for Pro to handle the sweep.
When we said that this composition is good in the early game, well, I think that is enough of a testament, a kind of performance, I mean, from all of the players, in fact, of Onyx Philippines, of Onyx Indonesia, I mean. They can see that Kiboy as well as Sans, they're back with their usual antics and how aggressive they can be. Kelra was phenomenal in this game. Lutpi was definitely the highlight, and Kyrie, ever so reliable with the Guinevere, have shown us the capabilities of what a Guinevere can do given the right targets, given the right jumps. I think this is such a good display of the metagame now. For sure. I think this is an over exaggeration though for how snowbally the meta can be. I'm sure that in other worlds this is not the best composition because it has its own risks. But at the same time, it's also a big testament on how snowball type compositions can actually easily win fights.
As long as you can make it work in the early, you get those objectives rolling, and you're not just hungrily chasing kills, but you're making sure you're taking away objectives and resources from your opponents, then it's all fair and good. You don't need the late game. You don't need conditions. You don't need front to back, excuse me. You just need raw freaking damage. What the heck? What universe have we? I remember I said this in the panel in MSC where it's like, the meta we find ourselves in now is empowered by the fact that there are two very busted heroes in the game, which is the Hirara and Paquito. You could consider Barrett's busted somewhat in the sense of sometimes it's actually quite crazy how much damage you need to dish out just to take it down, and the effect of hurting it more makes it even stronger. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. We are living in the world where this is possible, and it's good for some teams that they are able to find out this kind of playstyle and thrive with it. Unfortunately for Onyx, they had to lose first before they are able to, in MSC, so I'm talking about, before they figure this out. But I'm sure that this will be a pattern for all of the teams that are going to be competing in games in the future. Really have to think about your early game, draft in a way that you can win easily. And then when the time comes that you have to go for clutch plays like what Lutpi was able to achieve in this one with a wonderful initiation, then all you have to do is to look for your opening and just cherish that opening. And Onyx have shown us how it's done.
Yeah, this really is the meta where when it comes to instant reward and gratification, it's like our 2026 brains, it's like it's better for us, you know? It's like, oh, what do you mean grind? We get it now. We want all of this good stuff now, you know? And there's so many heroes that can make that happen. Of course, not to distill the fact that it does take great mechanical skill and communication as a team to pull it off. Onyx were doing some pretty crazy stuff here as a team, like how they were alley-ooping through the Detonus Welcome, through the Spatial Migration Knockup as well. There were some great showcases of team and individual play here by Onyx.
Unfortunately for Pro Esports, they wouldn't wouldn't be able to at least show what they're worth up against Sonic in back-to-back games. I feel like it's a draft decision for game number 1. Game number 2, I feel like this is a draft that they can actually win with. It's just that they weren't able to activate Kozin. They weren't able to protect Kozin as well. And also Coily died way too early in this game as the Nolan. And Onyx just smelled blood afterwards when they saw some weaknesses in the early game approach from Pro Esports. They just did not stop. They just kept on going. And because of this, Pro Esports will have to give away the first series point to Onyx. It will be in the lower bracket, but this guy, Kyrie, with the Guinevere, is the MVP, and he will be heading towards the upper bracket match.
He was sharp with it too, maximizing the jumps, and you said it. It is sometimes overlooked how much a Guinevere could hurt, especially a Guinevere that gets all its cooldown reduction items early, and in case.
Traveling the world, don't know how to get around or how to do it on a budget? 1-2-Go will get you to your destination at the touch of a button on your smartphone, offering you airport transfers, booking bus tickets to your next intended destination, finding you the best of old-school train journeys with scenic views and sights. We will also help you grab a regional flight, or even book you onto a ferry to your Paradise Island escape. 1-2-Go offers various means of transportation to get you to your desired destination anywhere. Book your tickets fast and easy via your smartphone. Pay by card via PayPal or local payment methods. Visit 1-2-Go and start your next great travel adventure right now.
A lot of things to watch out for today. When we get back, it's GK versus Alpha 7 North to close up our Group D matches for day 1 of Games of the Future 2026 MLBB.
Үлкен әр қадамы жаңа жетістікке жетелейтін марафон. Біз осы жолды сіздермен бірге 10 жылдан бері жүріп келеміз. Тимур Құлыбаевтың халық қайырымдылық қоры.
Центр кредит банкымен сіз қарапайым және заманауи шешімдердің ортасындасыз. Нық сеніммен жаңа мүмкіндіктер ашып, тексерілген сапаға сеніңіз. BCCKZ мүмкіндіктерді кеңейтіңіз.
Aoតែបានតាមកំណត់របស់គាត់ទេប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំគាត់ថាគាត់ទៅអង្គុយមើលរឿងសេរីចាស់ Sao Elon Musk មិនបាត់ Elon Musk រឿងចឹងវាអាចយល់ទេ Mình bán tay chân mình. Ta ơi. Ta nhưng tôi bố bỏ đây hay hay chỗ anh mẹ lắm. Bật like đó nhảy nhảy.